Good evening, everyone, and thank you for coming. I'm Kenny Nelson, a junior majoring in computer science. I'm also an international student from Haiti. So the summer of 2016, I got the opportunity to do the APG summer experience, and I remember how much Dr. Hagbert emphasized on being intentional and how being intentional was important when it comes to creating successful careers. So that's why the semester after my APG summer, I started working on that and trying to craft my own journey. And that's why my presentation today is Do It Yourself, Crafting My Journey. So the first step when it comes to crafting my own journey was to find my hustle, was to find what keeps me excited. So when I came to Berea College, I started as an economics major. But my second semester, I took a computer science class that is for art perspective, which introduced me to mobile application development and user experience, and I enjoyed it a lot. So I went ahead and took another one, and that's when I figured out that maybe I needed to change to computer science. And I chose computer science because it allowed me to use creativity, problem-solving skills, and critical thinking to create solutions to problems that were happening in my communities. And I still remember to this day my mom's reaction when I told her I wanted to major computer science. She thought I was gonna spend the 4 years here learning how to use Word in Microsoft Excel. Yeah. And the second step was to gather the tools that I collected from EPG. So during the EPG summer, I worked as a post-event coordinator for the Berea Splash and Dash, which is a competition we organized for kids in Berea. And this position allowed me to develop a lot of leadership skills, communication, and teamwork abilities, which I found very helpful when it came to getting engaged on campus and also finding an internship. So at that point, I was reflecting on those skills that I had and trying to find ways on how I could improve and further them. So on step 3, that's when I really started using those skills. And I was getting more involved on campus, and I was applying for internships. I was working on my resume, reaching out to recruiters and companies, also trying to find my way out there in the tech industry. So at this point, you probably think that my path looked like this. But actually, even when I had a plan, I still faced a lot of uncertainty and ambiguity. In the beginning, I started applying for internships online, and after a few weeks, I would get a response, and they would tell me, oh, sorry, we can offer you an internship, we'll contact you later, which never happened. Or they would say, oh, your skills don't match with our job description. But I made sure before I applied that job was a good fit, but didn't work out. So I was trying to figure out what was not working, what I was supposed to do to make sure that I was getting the internship I wanted. So my path actually looked like this, with a lot of detours, a lot of setbacks, and unsuccessful attempts, until I find my internship with the computer science department with their student software development team. So the student software development team at Berea College is a program that was designed by the computer science department in collaboration with the labor program to help Berea College identify the inefficiencies in their processes and trying to develop softwares that could solve those problems. So over the last 3 years, this team has created 9 systems for Berea College, and this one is an event management tool that was developed to help the faculty and staff career development office. And through this system, the CTL will be able to create activities and save data that things that they used to do on paper, they now can do with the system, which improves the efficiency and the impact that this office makes on campus. And another system is a syllabus repository. That's a system that professors use to upload their syllabi each semester, which really helps when it comes to accreditation for the school. And this last one is a chemical inventory system that the team also built to help with tracking all the chemicals we have around campus for environmental health and safety on campus. And so this is the summer team. So we were 6 students working this summer. We're in the middle. And this is our faculty sponsor, Dr. Hagen. And this is our staff member, Cody Myers was here today, and this was our team. So what was my contribution to the team? So this summer, my role as a software developer student was to help with improving the systems that were already built, trying to figure out trying to fix some of the issues the users were having, and also upgrading them, adding new features, I also had to meet with clients on campus, trying to understand what else they needed us to do with the system, what they needed us to change and how they needed us to change them. And I also had the opportunity to work within a team of 6, where I had the opportunity to share my perspectives, ideas, and contribute to the team. So overall, this experience as a student software developer on campus was very valuable, and I can definitely see myself pursuing a career in software development from now. And what I really enjoyed was the fact that the work environment welcomed creative and diverse perspectives. It also encouraged curiosity and teamwork and fostered personal growth. And I was given ownerships on the projects I was working on, and I had the opportunity to explore different interests that I never could in my classroom. It was just the perfect environment for me to grow as a software developer. So now that I've shared my experience as a software developer, I would like to focus on 3 of the EPG abilities I had the opportunity to enhance during this internship. And the first one was uncertainty and ambiguity. So when I accepted this internship offer, the plan was for us this summer to develop mobile applications for our clients on campus. But on the first day on the internship, our supervisor notified us that the plan was changed, that we're no longer going to work on that project anymore, which I was kind of disappointed at that point, because after the last semester, when I got the internship, I started learning different languages and tools that were used in mobile applications so that I could hit the ground running when I started the internship. And now they're telling me, okay, we're not doing this again, so go back. So I had to be able to shift gears and put myself in a mindset that would allow me to perform at my best. And the second one was recognizing opportunities. So during the summer, it came time, one of my supervisors assigned a task to one of my teammates, and the task the task involved designing a database. And my teammate was a little bit busy with a few other projects, and he could not really focus on it, so I volunteered to help him with that. And I did that because I knew I was going to take a database class this semester, so if I could learn all the skills and the tools early on, that would be great for the semester. So I finished this project, and right now I'm in the class. I'm able to contribute more to the teamwork that we do in the classroom to bring more knowledge to the table and perspectives. And the third EPG ability was facilitating group decisions. So a lot of people probably think that software developers, programmers, they work in a dark room and they barely talk to each other. They spend the whole day coding. But it's actually very different, and I experienced that during the summer. So every day at 1 p.m. we had meetings, and we called them scrums. And that's where every member of the team comes and say, okay, this is what I'm working on, this is what I'm going to do next, and this is what I need help with. And those meetings really helped me learn how to facilitate teamwork, and how to encourage every member, how to keep a team on track, and how to make sure that we satisfy our clients. So now, what's next for me? So I'm right here. I'm still trying to figure things out, and I'm still trying to see what works and what doesn't work. And I'm currently applying for internships for the next summer in the tech industry. And I'm more confident now that I'll be able to sell myself to the recruiters, because that's a challenge I had last year, was I was not able to sell myself as a technical person to a recruiter, and now I'm more confident I can do that. And I'm also attending a few conferences to get more exposure to recruiters. I'm attending the Grace Hopper Conference, which where we have over 3,000 tech companies, and I'm hoping to interview there so I could get an internship for the following summer. And I'm also working on a personal project so I could build my portfolio and get more technical skills and learning and studying and preparing for technical interviews. And to the next cohort, my advice would be the same one Dr. Hagbert passed on to me, was to be intentional. Be intentional in whatever you decide to do on campus, in the classes you take, in the extracurricular activities you get involved in, the leadership roles you take. Because if you don't, if you're not intentional, you're just gonna spend the 4 years in Berea going with the flow, and you will realize when it's time to graduate that you didn't realize anything on campus. Yeah. So thank you. That's it.